It doesn't get any bigger than draft day in the NFL, and this is where teams pick the future of their franchise. Some win, some miss, and some rob the cookie jar. Here are the 10 biggest draft steals of the 2022 NFL Draft. At number 10, it's Jelani Woods of the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts selected the supersized tight end 73rd overall. Woods is 6'7" and 253 pounds. In case you're not aware, that is humongous for a tight end, let alone just being a human being. But Woods also has length and athleticism, which makes him a tough matchup anywhere on the field. His stats so far this season up through week 15, 18 receptions from 27 targets for 241 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a catch completion percentage of 66.7%. Pretty good stats for someone who ended up free in the 3rd round, but not as impressive as this next player. At number 9, it's Romeo Doubs of the Green Bay Packers. The Packers selected the crafty route runner 132nd overall. Doubs is 6'2" and weighs in at 200 pounds. He's got strong hands and excels at doing the dirty work over the middle of the field. He is slowly becoming a more frequent target of quarterback Aaron Rodgers, and with more targets, Doubs will soon be considered one of the key weapons for the Packers. Romeo Doubs' stats so far this season: he's been targeted 61 times from 11 games for a catch completion percentage of 63.9%. He also has 405 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns. Those numbers should trend upward, just like this next player who is receiving much praise. At number 8, it's Malcolm Rodriguez of the Detroit Lions. The Lions selected the Hard Knock star 188th overall. Rodriguez has been quite the find for the Lions. At just 5 feet 11 inches and 225 pounds, Rodriguez is a heavy-handed linebacker with an engine that never quits and a mentality that always wants to beat you to the punch. Malcolm Rodriguez has instantly impressed the staff and his teammates with his sense to seek out the tackle. His instincts and skill have far surpassed the expectations anyone had for the linebacker, and here are his stats on the year. Rodriguez is featured in 14 games and has 79 combined tackles, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, and 2 pass deflections. It is hard to look past his instant impact on the team, and he seems to be positioning himself as the leader of this defense soon. So which other person has cemented his place in the heart of this Lions defense? Well, at number 7, it's Kirby Joseph, the safety for the Detroit Lions. The Lions selected Joseph 97th overall. Joseph, who is 6'1" and 190 pounds, was not the starter at the beginning of the season. He had to wait for his opportunity and got it when veteran Tracy Walker suffered a season-ending Achilles injury in late September. Kirby Joseph took the opportunity and delivered with style. The safety has 3 interceptions on the season, which he returned for 47 yards. He also has 5 pass deflections, 2 forced fumbles, and 1 fumble recovery. On top of that, he has 72 combined tackles. Joseph appears to be everywhere on the defensive side of the ball and has rewarded Coach Dan Campbell's faith in him with stellar performances. But no one has impressed his coach more than this individual. At number 6, it is Brock Purdy of the San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers selected Purdy with the last pick of the entire draft at number 262. At 6 feet 1 inch and 220 pounds, the once-upon-a-time third-string quarterback is having a fairy tale story with the 49ers. In just 4 main outings as of this recording, the Iowa State man has managed to dazzle and destroy any doubt that the pundits and fans have about his ability as an NFL quarterback. Not only does Purdy possess the poise in the pocket to make the right decision for his team, and it has resulted in wins and a division title. Purdy's stats on the season thus far are pretty impressive. He has a pass completion percentage of 67%, 912 yards, scoring 8 touchdowns and only 3 interceptions. Now, you wouldn't think those numbers would represent the last player picked in the draft, and certainly the 49ers got themselves a steal in that draft position, but none more so than this next team, who also went out and got themselves a great quarterback for the future. At number 5, it's Bailey Zappe of the New England Patriots. The Patriots selected Zappe 137th overall. Zappe is a quarterback that brings a lot of energy and dynamism to the position for the Patriots, but also a consistent play that has been lacking in New England. His stint during the starter Mac Jones' absence has also galvanized the coaching staff, who came up with some schemes and a formula that suits the weapons at their disposal. The 6'1" inch, 220 pound quarterback only has 4 games under his belt, but they were immensely entertaining. He had a pass completion percentage of 70.7% for 781 yards, 5 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. The key stat to recall is not just the 70.7% passing completion, but also the wins, of which he has 2 as a starter. Bailey Zappe is rumored to be the preferred choice for owner Robert Kraft, and maybe we will see a changing of the guard by the end of this season. No one is going to remove this next player from his role, and that is Jack Jones, the cornerback of the New England Patriots. Jack Jones comes in at number 4 and was selected by the Patriots 121st overall. At 5 feet 9 inches and 175 pounds, Jones is the next gem to be unearthed from the Bill Belichick scouting system. Jones is an instinctive ball hawk with lightning fast feet and an incredible awareness to anticipate quarterback decisions. The Patriots owe a lot to their rookie for his immense play so far this season, which has earned him 2 interceptions and one of which was returned for a touchdown. Jones also has 6 deflected passes, 1 forced fumble, and 1 fumble recovery. Jones is emerging as a lockdown corner, which is helping the Patriots evolve defensively into an unstoppable force. And speaking of unstoppable forces, this player has been a one-man wrecking machine all season. It's none other than Damien Pierce of the Houston Texans. At number 3 on our list, Pierce was selected 107th overall. The running back is having a spectacular season at the position. Head coach Lovie Smith loves to run the ball and loves it even more when Pierce is the man carrying it for him. This type of smash-mouth football by the Texans suits their running back, and Pierce has repaid their confidence with some incredible performances. On the season, Damien Pierce has rushed the ball over 90 yards in 3 separate occasions and over 130 yards on 2. His overall stats on the season are as follows: 220 rush attempts for 939 yards and 4 touchdowns. Not to mention 30 receptions for 165 yards and 1 touchdown. Damien Pierce, man, if he remains healthy, he will be one of the greatest running backs to play for the Texans, as he is set to break all sorts of records. Another running back who, if he does remain healthy, will be a force to be reckoned with, had his dreams and his ACL shattered. Now, we are, of course, talking about Breece Hall of the New York Jets. The Jets selected Hall 36th overall. At 6 feet 1 inch and 220 pounds, Hall is the real deal in the running back position. Prior to his heartbreaking injury, Hall had 463 yards from 80 rushes, 19 receptions for 218 yards, and a total of 5 touchdowns. He had just started being the main back for the Jets before suffering his season-ending injury. But here is why Hall, at number 36 overall, was a steal. The former Iowa State highlight reel was a touchdown machine in the Big 12. He used a multi-purpose weapon out of the backfield, which left defenses confused. Hall is a runner/receiver with outstanding instincts, awareness, and big play ability. Hall would have been the Rookie of the Year had he managed to stay healthy, but I would expect big things for him next season should he recover fully. But none bigger than our number 1 steal of the draft pick goes to Tariq Woolen of the Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks selected Woolen 153rd overall. The 6 foot 4 inch, 205 pound cornerback has impressed tremendously so far this season with his defensive play. Perhaps scouts should have paid closer attention to this talent because Woolen brought it this season. He has got blazing speed, where he was clocked at 4.26 seconds in a 40-yard dash during the NFL Scouting Combine, and explosive leaping ability, a 42-inch vertical jump. His stats on the season have raised some eyebrows and have dominated the defensive rookie landscape. In 15 games, Woolen has 6 interceptions, one of which he returned for a touchdown. He also has 2 fumble recoveries, 14 pass deflections, and 53 combined tackles. His awesome skill and natural talent make him the steal of the entire draft. So who do you think is the steal of the 2022 draft? Please let us know in the comments down below, but before you go, if you still want to watch awesome NFL content like this, please watch the next video that will pop on your screen.